Westerly direction, and that's going to drop our temperatures as we head into your Saturday, and it's also going to come with another round of some wintry precip. We'll stay relatively cool this weekend, but thankfully we do have a nice warming trend to look forward to as we go into the early part of next week. Satellite and radar showing a partly to mostly cloudy sky in place. Here comes cold front number 1. So cold front number 1 moves in as we go into the afternoon. With this round of precipitation, most of the snow, quote unquote snow, will stay across northeast Tennessee, southwest Virginia, and southeast Kentucky. We may see some light precipitation try to squeeze itself out into the Central Valley. Then cold front number 2 is going to usher in as we go into the overnight hours, and this is going to have a slightly better opportunity already with that presence of some cooler air in place to wring things out. And so therefore early Saturday morning you may wake up with the potential for a little bit of some light snow across your region. Not much in the form of precipitation. Again, it is going to be rough as we go into your Saturday. Sunday is when we'll start to rebound going into the early part of next week. We have a partly to mostly cloudy sky that we're watching in place this morning. Here comes cold front number 1 that's going to arrive this afternoon. This is when those winds will start to transition into more of a west-northwesterly direction, and we'll have the potential for some precipitation primarily across northeast Tennessee, southwest Virginia, and southeast Kentucky. Cold front number 2 arrives late tonight and into the early hours of your Saturday, and this is where I expect, with already some cooler air in place, the atmosphere is just going to kind of wring itself out, and this is where we have a slightly better potential for more of a widespread opportunity for perhaps some light snowfall, light wintry mix here across East Tennessee. So waking up Saturday morning, you may notice that there is a little bit of a light dusting of snow, but I don't foresee any major impacts on the roads. When we highlight your potential opportunity for precipitation, it's not going to be a whole lot. This is still a relatively light precipitation event, so it doesn't have a whole lot of moisture. For areas who do have the best chance of seeing some snow, it's going to be right along the spine of the Appalachian Mountains. So that's where we could see some areas, especially here across East Tennessee, above 2,500 feet, looking at the potential. Let's take a look at your forecast as we head throughout the next couple of days. Highs today back into the middle to upper 40s. We're watching the potential for 2 different rounds of precipitation. The first round will arrive as we go into the afternoon. The second round arrives overnight tonight. And heading into the start of your Saturday, we're pretty quiet as we start off your Friday morning. We have a partly to mostly cloudy sky. As we break down your future cast, you can see cold front number 1 arriving perhaps as a lot of kiddos are getting ready to come home from school. Most of the impacts from this frontal boundary likely going to be more so for areas across northeast Tennessee, southwest Virginia. And then cold front number 2, this is where we could see some of those bands just kind of wringing out the atmosphere, bringing in a slightly better potential for perhaps some light snow here across East Tennessee. It's going to be short-lived. We have high pressure that moves back into the region going into the weekend. And although Saturday is going to be relatively cool, we are going to continue to watch a warming trend return into the early part of next week. Most of the snow that we have in place from this system is going to be up into the higher elevations right along the Appalachian Mountains. Next week, folks, look at that warming trend. Highs back into the 60s. Cannot wait for that little taste of spring. We'll send things back to you, Brittany and Heather.
Rebecca, thank you.